What's going on, guys? This is Jacob with H.I.T with another video, and this is going to be a voiceover for shoulders and arms workout. For those of you guys that have been around, you know I got to do a voiceover because there's music playing in the background. But for those of you that are just tuning in, that's why we're doing the voiceover. Today we're going to look at doing 3 sets to failure for the shoulders. Set of lateral raises, which I'm performing now, seated. And then once we complete this, we'll move on to a set of front raises. Once we complete the front raises, we'll move on to a set of rear delt flies. So here, we're just looking at simply raising the dumbbells up to the side until we reach a point of failure, slow and controlled throughout. We're shooting for 6 to 10 reps to failure. And you can see my keys got hung up a little bit on the dumbbell there, and I was deep into the set, so I didn't want to stop to take them off because they weren't really a factor anyway. So we just reached failure there. Simple set. We'll move on to front raises now. Alright guys, here we go with the front raises, and same rep range as the lateral raises. We're going to shoot for 6 to 10 reps to failure here. The weights that we're using for all 3 shoulder exercises are 25s, so 25 for the side, 25 for the front here, then we'll do 25 on the rear delt flies. And again, just simply raising the weight up, lowering it under control, and we're going till we can't go anymore. We're going to a point of failure. And once we get done with this, we'll hit the rear delt flies. Yep. That'll just about do it for the front raises. Let's go ahead and move on to the rear delt flies. Now we're moved on to the rear delt flies. I'm sure as you guys can tell that these clips are cut up, so each set that I do, I take an individual video for it. I don't do 2 sets in a row on the same video. Just makes it kind of easier to edit, especially whenever I'm changing exercises from one room to the next. I guess I could make it to where, you know, I could cut the walking distance out in the videos, but I haven't got that far into the editing knowledge yet, so we're just kind of working with the knowledge we got right now, and we'll get better over time. But here we go, just again to a point of failure on these rear delt flies. And we're eating in a calorie deficit right now, so we're not focused on building muscle. We just want to maintain what we have. Once we get done with this here, we're going to move on to a set of concentration curls. Now we're back with some concentration curls, and for those of you guys that might be wondering about warm-up routine, I don't include the warm-ups in my videos. I used to, but I don't anymore because I kind of want to shorten the videos. It's a lot quicker to produce that way on YouTube, and on the editing app also kind of cuts out some of the cuts out the stuff that doesn't really need to be shown in the video. I could, if somebody wanted to see it, if somebody asked for it specifically, but the warm-up sets look the sets look about the same as the working sets, except for the fact I'm not going to failure, so I'm just strictly getting warmed up when I do my warm-up sets. Now, an important point to make, if I'm doing a superset, like you'll see here whenever we do our triceps, I do a superset of skull crushers and close grip bench press. The close grip bench press is the compound exercise in the superset, and the skull crushers are the isolation exercise in the superset for the triceps. So when I do warm up on a or for a body part that I'm going to be doing a superset on, I'll warm up with the compound exercise, which would be the close grip bench press in this case. But yeah, nothing crazy about the warm ups. It's just a couple, 2 or 3 sets just to get the muscle group warmed up and then move straight into the working set. I don't take much time in between each set for warming up. Really no time, but in case anybody was wondering. And we're just going to failure here on these concentration curls. Once we get done with these, we're going to move on to a set of barbell curls to failure. Okay, here we go for the last set for biceps. It's going to be barbell curls. Just one set to failure. We've already warmed up. We warmed up with concentration curls. I didn't include that in the video, but so the biceps are plenty warmed up from the concentration curls warm-ups, and also we just took a set to failure on concentration curls, so plenty warmed up for the biceps. Using 75 pounds here for the barbell curl. That's 45 pounds for the bar, and then an additional 30 pounds worth of weight plates. For the concentration curl set, we did 35 pounds. Nothing fancy here, just slow up, slow down. Let the muscle do the work, no jerking or sudden thrust into the movement. And I believe that's going to do it for the biceps. We're going to move on to triceps now. Alright guys, we're moved on to the triceps, which is going to be the last muscle group of the day. And we're going to do 3 sets for triceps. This clip here is going to be a superset of skull crushers and close grip bench press. So we're going to hit these skull crushers to failure, shoot for 6 to 10 reps, and then we'll move immediately on to the close grip bench press. The idea here is we want to take the target muscle group to a set of failure using an isolation exercise, which is these skull crushers, and then move immediately on to the close grip bench press, where the shoulders and chest are going to help take the triceps even further past a point of failure. When we get done with these 2 sets right here, or this superset, we'll move on to 1 set of dips with a 20-pound vest. And I was pretty lucky here. It was convenient. They had 2 benches over here. I could use one for the skull crushers, and then go immediately to the other bench for the close grip bench press. Neither one of the benches were being occupied, so pretty lucky there. Worked out in my favor. So we're done with the skull crushers now. Moved on to the close grip bench press. I was shooting for 3 to 5 reps to failure. We ended up getting 2 reps. So, which we still went to failure. So, it's not a huge deal. And that's going to do it for the superset there. We're going to move on to a set of dips now. Alright, last set of the day is going to be a set of weighted dips. We're going to do 20-pound vests. We're going to shoot for 3 to 5 reps to failure. Alright. Finally got the bars set up there. I like to go down, get as deep a stretch as I can. And just control on the way up. I try to stay straight up and down as much as possible. I think that works the triceps better than flaring the elbows out. I think it works the chest more. But I'm going to go ahead and do an outro here. This is Jacob with Hit Stop. I got TikTok as well, Hit Stop. If you liked the video, please like, share, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching.